A gorgeous sun-drenched afternoon at Wrigley. The Cardinals and the Cubs, next on the show. No place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Central leading St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and as you look at the numbers here, we've still got a guy looking for his very first victory on the season. Ideally, he'd have one by now, but some of it's been his own problems, and some of it can be attributed to the lack of run support. But however you look at it, you know he'd love to get that first W under his belt.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. They'll go to work against a guy who's bounced around a bit, the hard-throwing right-hander Edwin Jackson. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Matt Holliday will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
First pitch, 120.
And that's taken as well, and it's 0-2 to begin the afternoon here. Way outside, 1-2. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Now this is lined into left field, a base hit, so he kicks off the festivities with a ringing single.
Yeah, he's all over this pitch. You see it right here. Lines it into left field. Now they've got a man on to start the ball game.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ball game.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Come on, Tubby.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Running here is Holiday. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Lake is going to get there to make the catch, and now they may have a shot at doubling the runner at first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Yeah, and I think he thought he got that one pretty good. That looked like it might turn into extra bases, but that's a nice job to close quickly and run it down in the alley.
Michael Lee will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on base plus slugging, and his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the major league leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078, so he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a second Triple Crown.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Ball 2. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's bounced back nicely here after the leadoff single. Kept the guy anchored at first. He's done what he's needed to do.
Nate Walker will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. An excuse me swing there as this is looped toward the right side. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's a scoreless opening frame for Edwin Jackson. It's the Cardinals 0. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll match up against the MVP of the 2013 NLCS, the very difficult-to-solve right-hander Michael Wacha. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Emilio Bonifacio will dig in, currently 1 spot out of the stolen base lead in the National League.
Emilio Bonifacio.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Junior Lake will be the batter. First pitch coming. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch. That's just a tough call to go against you.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled straight back. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
He'll be disappointed with that at bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Starlin Castro will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. I got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. Way up there on the infield. Number 5 will put this one away, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We've played an inning. No score. Number 5 will stand in now, and this is certainly a guy that can beat you in a lot of ways. Currently your National League stolen base leader. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And speaking of the league leaders in stolen bases, there they are on your screen. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And a Good strike two pitch there as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. Slider, good two-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Matt Adams will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here comes a 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
I'm not really sure what he was trying to accomplish there. That was almost to the backstop. He would have needed a ladder to hit that thing.
Yadier Molina will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. A stab, and he's got it. And he will flip it to the pitcher covering. A sensational play. That'll end the inning. Nothing happened in that half inning against Edwin Jackson. It remains 0-0. Anthony Rizzo will start things off in the bottom of the second.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
Nate Sherholz will take his cuts now.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches that he wasn't biting on. Now, don't be surprised if he goes back to something harder here on 2-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the postseason last year. With 2 strikes, Walk is not a guy who will set you up with a lot of curveballs. He'll come right after you with the hard stuff, and he threw that one right by him.
Justin Ruggiano will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Here we go, Cubbies. Here we go.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter, so that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
And he lays off for ball 1. And that misses, 2-1. Now the pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. John Jay is ready to go here as we begin the third.
St. Louis, center fielder, John Jay.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. 1-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Michael Wacha will get his first shot at it here. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Matt Holliday will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Fouled back. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Donnie Murphy will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. To his left, he's up with it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. and all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
One away, and here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Here you go, Cubby. Here we go.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Edwin Jackson will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest.
Hey, Jackson. Here we go.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Here we go.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here, 3-2 with 2 away. Emilio Bonifacio would be next. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard toward the right side, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And some trouble now in right field. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes his out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
Emilio Bonifacio will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well, as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Let's go, Cubs.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder.
Junior Lake will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to shortstop. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Matt Carpenter will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
The Cardinals, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
And there's the Jackson fastball as he uses it to get ahead 0-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Well, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
Michael Lee will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He's already up to 51 pitches now, and he's only lasted 3 1/3 so far.
Give us the title, please. Come in.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the fourth.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Nate Walker will dig in. He popped out his first time. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Grounded, foul. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. You go back to the curveball here?
I'd stay away. I'd go curveball or even slider, but I got to get it out over the plate. My job as a pitcher, expand the zone. Make the hitter swing at pitches that are off the plate.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. Sherholtz has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro lead things off when we return. Back here with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Starlin Castro gets ready to start out the Cubs half of the inning.
Come on, Cubs. Here we go.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Come on. 1 strike.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And this is past him at third down the line. It's a fair ball.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
We need a base hit here. Here we go.
And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. Now a swing and a ground ball to second for one. On to first, and Rizzo's retired as well. A double play.
Boy, not an easy play out there by any stretch. He's got to hit the shortstop in stride while avoiding that runner who's directly in his path. But he's able to put a good throw right on the bag, and they wind up turning the double play.
Nate Scherholz will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there for strike one.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Come on, Cole, for 102 years. You can do better.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And that misses 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Here we go.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and Scherholz will reach. It's a base hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Justin Ruggiano will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Come on, let's show him.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Let's go, Tabby. Let's go.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Here we go, pal. Here we go.
And there he goes towards second. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Number 5 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, number 5.
Come on, man. Strike him out.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Here it comes, 2-1. For the shortstop, Castro. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Matt Adams will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Now a ball sliced hard on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. No runs, just 1 hit. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Yadier Molina will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And this will bounce up against the ivy now. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Okay, focus now.
Now batting, the center
And you want to talk about being on top of your game? This is the first base runner that he's allowed since way back in the very first inning. He might not even remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
John Jay will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
And this will be fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is toward the hole, and it's going to get into right field, a 2-out hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And they're getting closer and closer to breaking through here. That'll make it first and third now. You just get the feeling that one big hit is just around the corner.
Michael Wacha will stand in with runners at the corners now as he looks for a third straight 2-out hit here in the inning to maybe get him a run after all. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Sherholtz is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cards strand a couple. Halfway home, still no score. Donnie Murphy will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Donnie Murphy.
Hit hard towards the hole. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Wellington Castillo will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
Let him go!
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And he'll just keep adding and subtracting speed on his pitches. That's how the good ones do it.
A runner at first with no outs here.
Put it in play, guy.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike three called, and that's going to be out number one.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Edwin Jackson will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
And in a tie ball game, this is not a surprise to see the pitcher putting one down here with one away. Now at least to give your leadoff man a chance to bring in that go-ahead run with 2 outs.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Now a check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. Adams is there, and the side is retired. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Matt Holliday.
Put him away!
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Two and 0 now.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Oh, and this fastball is absolutely grooved as it is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. It's a solo home run for Matt Holliday. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Matt Carpenter will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That last home run measured out to 405 feet officially. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
The 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the call's gone out. That's going to be all for Edwin Jackson. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Blake Parker will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Blake Parker.
Michael Lee will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Hey now, turn 2 here.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already in court to wild pitch.
Carpenter leads from second. Here's the pitch. Up top, it's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here comes the 3-0. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And I think the green light will be warranted here. It's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Yeah, here's the full sequence on show track. He's not biting on any of these first 3 pitches. And then just when you figure he'll be taking 3-0, that's when he goes after one. He unloaded on it.
Nate Walker will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Walker.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Oh, sitting on that curveball as this is powered into left field for a base hit.
Okay, don't get rattled.
Now batting, number 5.
Number 5 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Let's keep them close.
Split-fingered pitches in there for strike 1.
Get him doubled up, man.
Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Want us to put it on a key for you? Yeah, there you go.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
Come on, turn the double.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, you know, right now he's just holding on to that curveball just a little too long. This is about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, he's going to make it up to second easily.
And a half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Matt Adams will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Strike him out!
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Okay, take your time now.
The batter, number 4, catcher
Yadier Molina will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Come on, Cubs.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
All right, Cubs.
And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Boy, he is all over the place out there right now. Maybe he's actually left-handed and he just doesn't realize it.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Jay.
Carlos Villanueva will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. John Jay will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Blake to make the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do. And that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. although the other two runners have to stay put now with two away.
Michael Waka will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with two away. First pitch to him. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
What are you kidding me? Go, Cubby!
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Cubs nothing. Junior Lake will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And that's dead center for strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Starlin Castro will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Here's one hit towards the hole. What a stop! And no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
I think you have to tip your cap to the effort we're seeing out there. Getting this ball before it gets through into left field, but about the only way you're going to throw a guy out from there is if the hitter actually trips getting out of the batter's box, and he'll beat this out easily.
Anthony Rizzo will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Running is Castro. Pitch is a called strike. The throw not in time as he steals second. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second, and with that we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And as of this moment, they're currently tied for second in that department. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. For Castro, that's stolen base number 3 here on the campaign. 1 out and a runner on second base. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Nate Scherholz will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Seventh inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Matt Holliday will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
First full inning of work for him here out of the bullpen. Remember, he got the final 2 outs of the last inning. He starts this inning off right by getting the swinging strikeout.
Matt Carpenter will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. First pitch coming. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. 1 out, nobody on. Now the 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Full count. 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
The 3-2 pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Michael Lee will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
Oh, I'm feeling good about this one.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, we have seen a very liberal strike zone at times so far in this game. You figure on 0-2, he's going to try to waste one. Is this pitch in the strike zone? Doesn't really look like it to me, but it's not my vote that matters.
Nate Walker will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Oh, come on.
A runner on first with 2 away. Boy, in a mid-80s fastball that time, but it's a called strike, 1-1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Come on, let's get the job done.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time, and he winds up losing him.
Number 5 will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Two and 0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Justin Ruggiano will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Justin Ruggiano.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one.
Looking good, Tom. Looking good.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both the lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Now here's a ball hit well, and it's carrying to deep center field. Back on it is Jay. And a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Off the bat, I thought this thing might be caught, but it just keeps going and going, and he nearly got it out of here as he winds up hitting it off the track. He's into second base here with a leadoff double.
Donnie Murphy will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1. For Ruggiano, the double is his 8th of the season so far. There's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Wellington Castillo will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
First pitch on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Hits are even at 7 apiece.
Let's go, go.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
Let's go, Cubby.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Holiday has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner, but he'll wisely think better of it as he retreats to third, and that's an important first out.
That just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home, so that's probably a wise decision to hold it third.
Ryan Sweeney will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Ryan Sweeney.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead, you don't want to give him a cheapie. That's a nice block right there.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Base hit now!
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And now, the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Emilio Bonifacio will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this.
Your attention, please. Now
A new
pitching
pitcher
for the
set to
Cubs,
take over now, and it'll be the
number
slender
53,
left-hander Wesley Wright that gets the call.
Right.
Matt Adams will get us going now in the top half of the
Leading off
8th.
for St. Louis, first baseman, Matt Adams.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
All right.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Strike called, 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Yadier Molina will step in, and we'll see if they decide to pitch to him this time around. Hey now.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Now the 2-0. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
The batter, center fielder.
John Jay will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time.
Let's go, Cubby!
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now a ball hit high and deep, heading toward the corner in left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are two away. Eighth inning now from Wrigley Field with the visiting Cardinals on top of the Cubs in this one as you get a look at the line score through 7 innings. Alan Craig will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and two away. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Bonifacio is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The Cardinals lead it 4-0. Trevor Rosenthal is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Trevor Rosenthal.
Junior Lake will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
Come on, you can do it!
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Starlin Castro will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Now a fastball, and it's hit on the ground to short. In time to first, and there are two away.
First baseman number 44.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now with two away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Another 2-2 offering. Fouled back. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Pedro Strop will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Matt Holliday will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
And think about it. In game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here's the 2-1 now to Holiday. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball three. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Three and two, here it is. Here's a swing and a fly ball out for Shearholtz in right. One down.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Matt Carpenter will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Let's go.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Let's go! Shut him down!
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-2 with one away. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. There to take it is Bonifacio. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Michael Lee will try it again. He homered back in the 6th inning.
Go!
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
You're nothing!
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
1-1 pitch on the way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a ball bounced towards the second baseman. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Nate Sherholz will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Well, getting the base runners hasn't been the problem. Driving them in, that's been the issue. And these guys have to do something now to get them on the scoreboard.
Justin Ruggiano will dig in. He doubled his last time. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Here we go, Justin. Here we go.
And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Donnie Murphy will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Whoa, avoid the news.
To right field. Lee is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Wellington Castillo is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Fouled back.
Good eye, batter. Come on.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 4-0. So long from Wrigleyville.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Michael Wacha. His record is now 5-1. The loss goes to Edwin Jackson. He falls to 0-4. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.